the world's most dangerous fantasy football podcast.
Chef and the professor. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Let's have a drink and let's talk through it. Hey. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Highly disputed. Fantasy. We going over player props and ADP. Waiver wire, all the things you need. We got the fire. Fire, highly disputed. We in the studio, just pour a drink. We getting loose and now we in sync. It's not unusual to disagree. Highly disputed.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Highly Disputed. Very special episode. I have the professor of Dynasty down here in Tampa Bay, all the way from across the country. My man, Professor J.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy. It's your boy.
It's kind of cold down here. We get a little bit of winter too.
It's a little chilly, but you know it's better than the PNW yard. You know what I mean? So I just heard my guy ready to talk some Dynasty. All those tuned in live that made the playoffs. Cheers to you.
Cheers. It looks like Highly Disputed, man. You know, we started off strong, bro. Ouch.
Yeah, you know, I don't think the listeners want to hear about my failed playoff run, but listen, you can win 10 games and still not make the playoffs thing. So it's all about the pivot.
Have you won 10 games?
I've won 9, and I will win 10. I'm very confident.
He's confident.
I'm the professor.
I'm confident all year. We both have. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a game of luck, game of inches. And speaking of inches, pause. We both went 7 for 7 on our picks.
We did? Okay. So
yeah, we started out, we both took the Cowboys. Cowboys got almost non-competitive.
They got worked.
They got worked by the Lions, just scoring at will. Jahmyr Gibbs just ran all over them. 3 tutties for Gibbs.
If you missed out on Gibbs, go get Travion Henderson. It's over for Gibbs. He's number 1 RB in Dynasty. Go get Travion before the Travion manager realizes that he's got the next Jahmyr Gibbs, because it's like that. Josh McDaniels said, we're the tip of the iceberg with Travion Henderson. Right here, right now, Highly Disputed. We're giving you some insight early. Go get you some Travion Henderson, because it's going to be, you're not going to be able to get him this time next year.
Yeah.
Cowboys, though, they got worked.
They're looking like the Cowboys, and that's a team that can score points, beat the teams they're supposed to beat, but they kind of melt against better opponents, and they melt if they do get in the playoffs. It's just been their Achilles.
We'll get that to that later.
Yeah, we'll get there. Next game, Professor got this one right. I had the Browns winning. Shout out Tennessee Titans. Win number 2.
But shout out Shador.
He had himself a game.
Even though he lost. Shout out Shador.
What are you willing to give up right now to get Shador?
It depends. If I'm working with Fernie, the person that has him in our league, you know, nothing, because he's gonna ask for the moon. But realistically, Shador right now, a couple of thirds and an aging QB. Like, I'd give 2/3 and like an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
for Shador, I would.
So for me, like, he's like such a volatile asset.
He's played 4 games.
Right, but I'm saying he could either go parabolic up to the point where he's just unobtainable, or he could also go to not playing, like back up out of the league. You know, the ceiling and the floor for him, the gap is enormous.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. So
but do you play Dynasty safe, or do you play to win?
I do not play safe, but I'm saying if you believe in Shador, like go get the same way you're talking about Travion. If you
so you'd give up first for Shador?
Yeah, if you believe in him, shit. If you gotta get it done and you have the draft capital, like shoot your shot. Like, I'd send a first and maybe another one. And we all slept on him. We slept on him.
You slept on him. I did not sleep on him.
You could have picked him too. I know you're stacked at quarterback, but you know, over a guy like Terrence Ferguson.
Nah, it's a deal. Tight end class.
Yeah.
I would.
I took Elijah Arroyo. I would rather have Shador Sanders. Absolutely.
Yeah, but okay. So here's the thing with Dynasty: you can't be so quick to pivot and judge your picks in year one. I drafted Christian Watson first round, my first pick in Dynasty, and I sold him because I was listening to the hoopla. He looks great now. He looks like the Packers wide receiver one. You got to wait it out sometimes. They gave him a second contract, right? So it's like,
but you know, he had
injuries, not anymore.
Well, yeah, but then all right. He's had a couple games. I'm not ready to crown his ass yet. But I'm saying if you like, I can see a bunch of sunk fallacy being like, you had the opportunity to draft Shador and you didn't take him. Whatever. That's all in the past. There's no reason he should have fallen in the 4th round.
5th round. I agree.
No, I mean 4th round in dynasty drafts. 5th round in the NFL drafts.
Wait, so you would have taken him in the 3rd or 2nd? Hindsight, we should have, but then we should have taken Jackson Dart too. Really, the calculus is you should always take a QB.
Well, if you're in Superflex, maybe, yeah. But, I mean, he's playing like a mid-2nd round pick right now. But I'm just saying his ceiling, if he can perform, like if he can flash that rushing ability, granted, he's not going to play the Titans every week. Anyways, we're recapping, but shout out to Cam Ward for having a game. I've talked about this. Like the 1-1 is a tough situation. We both knew Cam Ward was a baller. He went to an organization, Mike Vrabel, let Derrick Henry walk, let AJ Brown walk, like did not set him up for success at all. And he's finally like he's gutting it out, and probably the most promising quarterback Tennessee has had since Steve McNair's rookie season.
Rest in peace.
But I mean, he came in and he won game. They went 13-2 with Steve McNair, the rookie. By the way, co-MVPs, that's bullshit. He should have won that. That's the only year they've done co-MVPs. All right, we both got the Seahawks right. Seahawks are rolling. My guys from Seattle, Hawks are looking like they're going to the Super Bowl. Shit. Mariners and the Seahawks. Yeah, looks like you got City of Champions up there.
I mean, LA is the City of Champions right now, if we're going to be honest.
It's because they buy
shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to the Dodgers for sure.
Shout out to Japan.
Shout out to Japan. You're right.
For producing the dog. Yeah,
for producing the dog. Shout out to the Rams.
Look good.
LA is a city right now.
And like I said, Devontae Adams trains in Japan.
Does he really?
Well, he was in Japan the offseason.
Okay.
Sean McVay called him up.
Okay. I didn't know that.
He's a man of culture. That's how you know he's going to ball. All right.
Listeners.
So I got a Duval because they're going to be my bandwagon Florida team. If the Bucks, we'll talk about the Bucks later. But I was wrong about the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're starting to show a little moxie. I thought Riley Leonard was going to play some ball this year, but not because Daniel Jones got an injury.
You did. You put me on him, and I
was calling out Riley Leonard.
I got him early. Then I put him back down, and now I don't got him.
But I was kind of wrong because it turns out he might only have played just that half game because the Colts just went out and signed Phillip Rivers. But
let's be honest. Riley Leonard, if he was going to be anything, he can't be scared of Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is a nobody at this point.
Well, he's not a nobody to his
at the QB,
27 kids.
At the QB position, he's a nobody today, right now. He is.
Well, he might start for the Colts on Sunday.
I don't see it. He's on the practice squad. I don't see it. I don't even see him passing a healthcare.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I mean, he's pretty healthy. He just
healthy as a 44-year-old man in real life versus healthy and playing football are two different things. NFL football.
Yeah.
What I will say is, who's not healthy for the Colts is Daniel Jones. And your boy right here, shout out to New York. Right? Shout out to the 5 boroughs. Shout out to upstate. Shout out Syracuse. Shout out to the 6th borough, Miami. You heard? But Daniel Jones, Achilles injury. And I hate to see a man get his back fucked up from injuries. If you fuck up your back, let it be from bad play or bad off the field nonsense. When it comes to injury, I hate to see it. Shout out Daniel Jones because you came from New York. Nobody gave a fuck about you. Coming from the Giants, we thought that you were washed or bad. You had a great year. Shout out you. Hope you get the bag. But the Colts are interesting. They're like the Vikings last year. They're a team that needs a QB.
It does suck for him because he might have missed out on his bag.
He got one in New York, like a 4-year, $100 million, but he could have got another one. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be okay. But, the Achilles heel is really like the Achilles heels of injuries.
It really is, though. I've had that injury myself playing basketball.
Achilles was a pretty fucking strong dude. It was the whole point of the. Anyways, God dipped them by the heel. So Jaguars getting it done against the Colts. We both took the Commanders against the Vikings. We got to give the Vikings props. We'll get into this a little later. We're going to talk about JJ McCarthy.
Talk about 9.
Yeah, we'll talk about 9. Yeah, he responded to that. I think it was cathartic for him. We're using a lot of Greek words today. Cathartic to watch Max Rosemer go out there and stink it up, because he was like, oh, hey, like, not everybody can do it in this system, and I am that dude. And Kevin O'Connell was kind of like, hey, you're that dude. Like, don't worry about your footwork. Just go out and play ball. And he slung it across the yard. Jaden Daniels, I didn't watch what happened, but
Did.
said there was no reason for Washington to bring him back this year. They should have shut him down for the year, in my opinion. They're setting themselves up for a bad situation with their franchise quarterback. You're not going anywhere this year. Just let Mariota finish it out. Get rid of Dan Quinn and support your young dude.
You and another league mate thought that. I personally was a little bit perplexed myself, because I think a young quarterback should be playing, and you can't play scared, both as a player and as an organization. But I was wrong. I saw what happened. I saw the play. He threw a pick, not based off of inaccuracy, but based off a bad play call. It was just a straight, like, jump off straight down the line to the sideline, and it got, tipped, picked off, whatever. And then he was trying to make a play on the ball. I get that you're 6'5", but bro, you're like 6'5",
make a tackle,
160. He was trying to make a tackle on Jaden. I got you in my main league. I love you, dog. You just fucked up your left elbow, your arm.
Bad.
Do not try to make a tackle. So it wasn't even that he got injured and tried to make a tackle. He went to try to make a tackle, and then a player that was on defense, now saying, hey, I'm on offense, blindsided the F out of him, levitated him off the ground. He falls on the bad arm, and then it's like, He didn't even make the play. He was trying to, and then smack, got leveled. I'm like, no. You made the pick, you sit your ass down, and you play the next play. So we do. Next play.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they do that, like, it's like a sign of leadership to try.
Or like toughness, bro.
But it's like,
I don't care if you're tough.
You're the franchise. Like, it's a miracle you're even playing this season with the way your elbow got bent. Anyone who watched Jaden Daniels at LSU knows that he took some scary ass hits.
Yes.
He might be 6'5", but he's a skinny dude.
He's a small man that's tall.
Like,
it's crazy to say, but yeah.
He's very athletic, but like
there's no mass.
He's got a skinny frame.
There's no mass. Yeah, it's skinny frame.
And it's tough in the NFL with skinny. Like, you don't want to let a linebacker or safety take a fucking shot at you like that.
And it's not a skinny frame.
No, you throw a pick, just run to the sidelines. You're the franchise.
Yeah,
you go get him next drive. But, I get you're out there for your team. You're trying to play 100. You don't want to play scared. But I still think this is on the Commanders as an organization. It's not like he needs reps. He balled out rookie year. Just shut him down for the year. Bring him back next season and try to go get back into the playoffs. But Vikings bouncing back. Their season's still middling. But the Commanders just kind of a lost year for them. And I think that starts with Dan Quinn.
It does, but let's talk about JJ McCarthy and the Vikings. I don't want to gloss over them just being the Commanders. JJ McCarthy, let's talk about KOC, and you want to talk about this, how he kind of adjusted and was like, hey, let me just play to the strengths of my quarterback, not make him fit a mold. Because JJ was talking about, I got to do the footwork. It's got to be this amount of drops. I played quarterback differently at Michigan versus what they want me to do here. And just talk, and then KOC was like, hey, let's save that for the offseason. Just go ball. And he did that. 3 TDs after people were saying, like, he's not an NFL quarterback. People thought that Max Brosker, or whatever his name was going to take his spot. If you got JJ McCarthy, you hold the line.
Yeah,
you heard me? You hold the line.
I don't think the University of New Hampshire ever won a national championship game the way JJ McCarthy did at Michigan. Yeah, Michigan, where Tom Brady played. Like, come on. It's not even on the same level. But I think what happened with the Vikings a little bit is there was a lot of noise because there was a lot of hype. And as you've said, like McCarthy was redshirted. He was injured all last year. And I think the Vikings let the noise get into their building. And Kevin O'Connell stepped up and he did what a head coach should do. And he shut down the noise. He's like, don't worry about your footwork. Don't worry about your mechanics. You know, we have all fucking off season. He's like, just go out there and play ball.
And let me tell you about the noise and all the noise boys out there, all right? All the NBs, right?
The noise boys. Drafting Anthony Richardson.
Noise boys, NBs out here, all right? Listen to me, the professor. I'm going to keep it a buck. The dude is young. And if you thought the Vikings had a chance at a Super Bowl, you're delirious. If you thought they had a chance at winning the division, you're delirious. It's a division with the Packers who went all in on Micah Parsons. It's a division with the Lions. They won the division the past 2 years. And you got the Bears. You should have known it was probably 3 or 4, regardless of what Sam Darnold did last year. It was an anomaly year for the Vikings.
So Minnesota, I'm sorry, there's no clutch in Minnesota.
You got to get a run game. You got to get a running back.
Y'all have no clutch in Minnesota. Like, fuck your dome. Like, you play in the snow. Use that to your advantage, though. Like, fuck that. Why you got a dome? Like, use that snow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Give your balls a tug.
Okay.
Let's go.
What I will say, and we can wrap up this game, is as far as the Vikings, you weren't going to be in it this year. Just revamp and get Jeremiah Love. Get a bona fide running back, 3-down back next year, and you'll be good. Like Aaron Jones, this committee that they got back there, it's not doing it.
They need to go offensive line.
Their line's fine.
Who's their left tackle? All right, we don't need to get into this.
Yeah, this is Dynasty show.
All right, where are we at here?
Bengals,
Bills. All right, so I got this one wrong. I got this one right. I thought the Bengals were gonna stay hot and ride the Burrow train, and it was looking like that for a minute, and then Josh Allen just fucking ran all over them in the snow. Talk about using the snow to their advantage.
He went nuclear.
Yeah, well, when it's like coming down like that in Buffalo and it's like backyard ball in a way, it's like Josh Allen's just like, I'm the best guy on the field. It's like when you're playing with your boys on Thanksgiving. Like, biggest guy on the field just fucking runs all over the place. And that's what he was doing.
He's a beast.
He just ran all over the fucking... I wish I would have bet Josh Allen plus 100 yards on the ground. Like,
he's a beast. What else are we gonna say?
No, I mean, and he's making an MVP push here again. They're getting him. All right, and then we're gonna talk about this in depth later in the podcast. But
let's talk about it in depth right now.
No, because let's just run through our picks and then for segment's sake.
Okay.
Because I'll talk about it when we do Thursday night.
We both got the Bucks.
Yeah, and they got their ass beat at home by the Saints, who, this was their third win? Tyler Shuck ran all over. Tyler Shuck looked like Josh Allen, and it was raining, and we look soft in the rain, which is like, we should ball in the rain here in Florida. Like, come the fuck on. Playing a dome team, like, Jesus. We'll talk about this later.
The Ravens lost to the Steelers.
We both took the Ravens. You know, there was a controversial call, but like, the Steelers were kind of dominating that game most of the game.
Yeah.
And Ravens had to like get into comeback mode. And it's like, if you're the Ravens, that was your kind of chance to take the division. And now the Steelers have they got the Bengals lost, Ravens lost. Steelers have a chance to hang on to that lead, which I didn't think they could do. So, Mike Tomlin figuring out how to get into the playoffs and losing the first round. Dolphins continue to be on a little heater. We're going down to Miami. Mike McDaniel's, big fan of the podcast.
And Double M, what's good, baby?
Double M, hit us up at the vape shop. Yo, he's got the X's and O's. He's got the swag. Gray sweatpants. He's a genius. The boy wonder. I just wish Tua's numbers were keeping up with the rest of the team. But, they're probably going to make a move on him.
Yeah, they got to.
They have to.
They got to.
But, this team is kind of evolving and adapting. And again, it's like expectations were where they were. But, like, where do you think you're going to be in that division? With the Bills and with the Patriots performing like they are now. Obviously, you got the Jets, but Finn's got 4 in a row. And I think McDaniels is going to keep his job. They should get rid of their GM. I think the GM's a problem there. We both took the Broncos. They were playing the Raiders. They continue to just be one of the more questionable 1 seeds that I've seen, but they just find ways to win. LA Rams whooped up on the Cardinals. It was like close for 5 minutes, and then it was just like 41-17. It was just they're just doing whatever they wanted. Nice to see Blake Corum on that same Michigan team, championship team, really starting to look like the guy.
Maybe.
Not quite yet, but like it's going to be a
close.
1A, 1B thing, I think. It's like
Zach Charbonnet, Seattle Seahawks,
yeah.
Kenneth Walker situation for sure.
Right, because they extended Kyron Williams, and they obviously like him, but it's like they drafted Blake Corum in the 2nd round, and Blake Corum has that pedigree. Like, I drafted Blake Corum in Dynasty. I ended up trading him because I didn't like his usage, and I'm a very impatient person, but just in the weight room from a leader, like he checked all the boxes for me at running back.
Yeah. And he
So
won a
talent
championship.
wasn't the question, it was opportunity, especially when they reset. But, also this was a blowout game, and they're going to get him his reps in. So, he's a fine hold, but I think games where it counts, they're still going to, thank you, dear, they're still going to lead on Kyron, at least in the at least this season.
Shout out to Vanessa, friend of the podcast, always supporting.
Huge
supporter of the podcast.
My rock.
Birthday girl.
Birthday girl. All right. Let's go.
The Bears.
The Bears. We both picked them. We were bearing down. Packers. They continue to own you guys. They continue to own y'all. I was trying to hype up Chicago. Why can't Chicago get over Green Bay? What is this?
Why can't Chicago get over Green Bay?
Yeah. Green Bay historically kicks their ass.
That's because Green Bay has historically better QB play. Whereas I would say it's...
Well, yeah.
I'm not sure it's better right now. I think right now it's more even than people want to admit.
Yeah, but like I'm surprised. You sold Jordan Love. I feel like a lot of people think the jury's still out on Jordan Love, and to me, Jordan Love is like top 10 easy with some ceiling. What intangible do you not like about Jordan Love's game?
Oh, I like a lot about Jordan Love's game. The reason why I don't think he's top 10 is because this is a fantasy football podcast, not an NFL podcast. So he finished top 5 his first year starting, and then after that, he finished outside the top 10. And then this year, he's tracking to finish outside the top 10. And what's bad for him is that now moving forward, you have the 2024 QB class, right? So you have Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Caleb Williams, who all are ranked higher than him right now in fantasy football this season.
But
not Jaden Daniels.
Fuck your rankings,
Jaden Daniels,
though. It's like, look at the stats he's putting up.
It's not about the rankings, though. What I'm saying is, like, so when I'm looking at the stats, so Jaden Daniels has been injured, so I'll take him out. But Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, Drake May are all ranked higher than him, and those are rookies from last year, right? So it's more so like
ranked higher how?
In fantasy football stats. And it's a fantasy football show.
Bo Nix is ranked higher than Jordan Love?
Yeah, I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, look that up. Because Bo Nix has not been, defense has been carrying the Broncos.
So we'll do top 15 QBs because I don't think Jordan Love's in top 15, but maybe he is.
Philip Rivers, number 1.
Say stats.
Shout out to Philip Rivers.
Stats, season done, QB. Okay, leaders.
Carson Wentz.
So, QB. So, number 1, Josh Allen. We knew that. 2 is Patty, 3 is Drake, 4 is Dak, 5 is Matthew Stafford, 6 is Jalen Hurts, 7 is Caleb Williams, 8 is Herbie, 9 is Bo Nix, 10 is Daniel Jones, RP, 11 is Jared Goff, 12 is Trevor Lawrence, 13 is Jordan Love, 14 is Baker Mayfield, 15 is Sam Darnold. So I look at this and I say Lamar is not even in the top 15 this year. Jordan Love's 13. Like I say, he's still behind Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and Drake May. Those 3. And he'll be behind Jaden Daniels if he plays a full season. So he's really behind 4 rookies from last year. I just don't see it. It's like he's top 10 easy, but I'm like...
Did he miss any games?
Jordan Love?
Yeah.
No. That's what even makes it more... Well, that's for me. He didn't miss any games. He's been healthy all season. Okay. He hasn't had this... So, again...
So, yeah, for fantasy, but I just see, like... I think he has an elite ceiling, though. I mean, they lean on the run game.
I don't know about that, bro. He's 27. It's his 5th year in the league. And he's had one top 5 season, and it was the year that no one had any tape on him.
But you traded him for 1 first.
I could have got more, for sure. But the thing is,
I'm saying
I'd rather have Caleb.
I'd send
rather have
1
JJ.
first for Shador right now. So, but you know,
Ooh.
y'all know I just give away my first.
That's true. But Fernie's a dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where are we at with it?
we're at the Bears. The Bears lost to Green Bay, but yeah. Texans, Chiefs.
Texans, Chiefs. Called it.
You called it. I got it wrong. Chiefs are done. Don't even put money in Vegas. They're done this season.
Refs tried too.
Nico Collins is elite. He's now a top 7 receiver on Sleeper in fantasy football. So if you want to get a top 10 receiver that might not be a top 10 price, go get Nico Collins. He started slow.
Yeah, I think the ship is sailed.
But I think
If you
ship
want a top 10 receiver cheap, go get Jaden Higgins.
He's not top 10.
He could be.
Now with Nico on that team.
No, I think both of them can. I think he's got the ceiling there. He's got the chemistry. They drafted him for a reason. He complements, like, Nico can't be. I mean, he can. He's carried that team, but
Rest of season,
he
though?
needs a secondary option and that passing attack. Higgins' usage throughout the year has really trended up. You know, this is a team that took Christian Kirk as a free agent. It got obviously Tank Dell got hurt. Xavier Hutchinson out of Tennessee, not really for whatever reason gelling. There was the other guy from Iowa State that they took who hasn't seen the field as much. Noel, I believe his name is. But I think Jalen Higgins is really going to step it up next year. I think there's going to be a big jump. And I think having Nico lined up across from him is going to be beneficial. But we also know Nico has an injury history. So those are the games where Higgins is gonna step it up. All right. So we both finished 7-7.
Chargers last game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Monday night game.
Chargers.
Did we both get the Chargers? We both got the Chargers.
What do you think?
Who are they playing? So we both got the Chargers right. Chargers, Eagles, Monday night. That game was sloppy. That was just like, it was fumble to interception. Then the returning team fumbled. Like, it was just kind of a slugfest. But the noise right now is, like, I feel like there was a national focus on JJ McCarthy that has shifted to Jalen Hurts.
As it should.
100%. 100%. Just, like, bad. And, you know, like, Justin Herbert actually had a pretty ugly game, but he's got a bad hand. But I think there would be more criticism of Herbert if Hurts wasn't so awful during that game. Am I wrong?
I agree.
And this was a night where Saquon was, like, starting to show a little bit of last season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was starting to show some burst.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Brown was, like, you know, running hard on slants. And it's just like Hurts lost it for you.
I think, and, you know, this is a good segue into our Dynasty stashes segment, but I really think in Dynasty, you really got to be stashing Tanner McKee. If you have Jalen Hurts and you don't got him, like, you know, the whole Philadelphia sorcery of quarterback story, like, they like a guy. It's a very fickle organization and fan base for the QB. Donovan McNabb had the contract. We loved him. He didn't even win a Super Bowl, but he went to 4 straight.
You know why he didn't win a Super Bowl? Rondé Barber.
Right.
Shutting down the vet.
And
fuck off, Philly.
We went McNabb. Not we, but they went McNabb. And then they went straight to Michael Vick. Michael Vick did this thing for a little bit. And they went from Mike Vick to Foles for a little bit, back to Vick, and then to Carson Wentz. And then from Carson Wentz back to Foles, who won a Super Bowl.
Well, now Carson Wentz was playing at what people thought was an MVP level. But then their Super Bowl run was with Nick Foles. So it's like they've won a Super Bowl with mediocre quarterbacks.
Or just with a guy that wasn't supposed to be the guy. That's what it was like. They're not afraid to bench the guy that they're paying. It's Philly.
But, you know, for people who do Dynasty and people who remember college, Jalen Hurts got benched at Alabama.
Yeah, for Tua.
Benched.
In a high profile game.
You know, as I said last show, we talk about programs We talk about programs.
This is the South.
Who the fuck? Who's better than Roll Tide? Like, they are the stand. I hate to say it because I'm a Florida boy. I hate to say it, but like
they were the standard. It's Georgia now, or Ohio State.
Well,
really
yeah,
is the standard
no, it's
now.
Georgia.
No, Ohio State is now. Ohio State's the standard now. It's not Georgia. It's Ohio State.
Georgia, if
Georgia for love, you know that. Listen, if you watch college ball, you know it's Ohio State. That's the brand right now.
They just lost to Indiana in the Big Ten fucking championship.
We'll see who wins the Natty.
Indiana. All right.
They got the QB1.
They do.
Different show.
They do.
Different show.
No, we're going to talk about that. All right. So that's our recap from last week. It was kind of an ugly week of football. We're starting to see the weather hit. Sorry if the injuries catch up, but it's snowing, it's raining. It's like not a great time of year to be playing balls. You find out who your studs are, and you're going to need them if you're in the playoffs. But for those of us who aren't in the playoffs, like, who are we targeting for next year?
Tanner McKee, for sure.
Tanner McKee, backup QB for the Eagles, but for how much longer?
You target someone who's going to have... Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to dynasty stashes, you target any player that's going to appreciate in value. Yes, does it sound gross? Like we're talking about people like their assets? Absolutely. But it's not the people. You're talking about their job opportunity. So whose opportunity is going to improve going into next year?
And McKee lit it up in the preseason. And like I said, the Eagles aren't a bad team, but their quarterback is throwing 4 interceptions. So there's like a glaring problem, and there's a national spotlight on it.
And he can execute the offense. So I'll give you a guy at each position. So Tanner McKee is my QB stash of the offseason. My tight end stash of the offseason, yeah, I got him too. But you heard it here, highly disputed. Go get you some Ben Sinnott. Ben Sinnott. Zach Ertz, rib to the career. Torn ACL. But my guy was getting big fan of the podcast. My guy was getting crazy targets, crazy work. Jane Daniels is going to come back, right? Benson's a 2nd-round pick, right? If you follow, if you believe in it, if you believe in the allure, and McBride sat behind Zach Ertz for a year and a half before he popped off, right?
Why is John Bates on the field?
Because he can block. He can block his pants off.
I think John Bates is the tight end too in that offense.
Yeah, after Ben Sinnott.
No, I meant with when Ertz was playing. But
nah.
Yeah.
We'll see it on Sunday.
I don't want any part of Washington's offense, I'll tell you that.
This is stashes going into next year.
I don't want to stash any
Dynasty stashes going into next year, not right now. You're gonna stash John Bates over Ben Sinnott?
No,
going into next year?
I'm just saying I'm not stashing anyone from Washington.
Okay.
I wouldn't stash.
I like your receiver one. Your receiver one, I like that one. But
that's your guy.
But you
talk about.
No, you go. I did 2 positions already. You go.
You did tight end and quarterback?
Yep. Give us yours. Give us running back and receiver for you.
Running back and receiver?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, so wide receiver, and I fucking dropped the ball. I thought I went and got this man. Ryan Fournoy. For the
Eagles?
No, for the Cowboys.
For the Cowboys, yeah.
Fournoy. Mm-hmm. He's got a little Cajun in the name. Sounds like he's got some Cajun in the name. Probably played in Louisiana. So if he's on waivers, inexcusable. And I dropped the ball on that one. But running back, that's interesting. Because I have thoughts. But go see if anybody's dropped Rashad White. Because I've talked about him. He's going to be a free agent next year. I think he's going to go earn a job as a starter next year. Right now, with Bucky coming back, Sean Tucker under contract, kind of taking that RB2 role, I can see people dropping Rashad White.
Where at, though? Who needs an RB right now bad?
Who needs a running back that he would get a contract? I mean, the Chiefs come to mind if they don't.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
don't make a draft, don't want to go get Jeremiah Love.
The Titans.
So the Titans could... I think New Orleans needs a running back.
They do.
I think Arizona might need a running back.
The Bengals, honestly.
Could
use them. The Ravens probably could use them too, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see. But, we called Derrick Henry our RB1 this year. He just hasn't... He's starting to slow down a bit. Yeah.
Ooh, the Texans for Rashad White.
Texans.
That's the perfect team. That would be perfect, actually. Texans, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would play real well there.
If Rashad White goes to Texans, that's a mustache in the offseason.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's the Dynasty's about anticipating, and you want to look at, like, when guys' contracts are up and when they're going to hit the market. You look at a guy like Jacoby Myers, it's like, bad situation, asked for a trade, and now he's in an offense where his production level has just like he's gone up an entire tier. Obviously he's in the middle stage of his career and we're not sure how long he can maintain that. But for free agencies and guys who are 26, 27 going for that second contract, you're looking for, they've already shown opportunity or they've already shown talent, but now we're looking for opportunity. And when a team gives you that amount of money, there's your opportunity. So also that wide receiver, let's talk about your boy, Jalen Coker, big fan of the podcast. Carolina Panthers, I got beef with the Panthers just because I'd still like to see the Bucs in the playoffs. Carolina making some noise. They cut Adam Thielen in the beginning of the year. He said he wanted to go back to the Vikings, and then he fucking bitched and moaned after Brosmer's start. And now he's on the Steelers. He caught one pass, and he's like, I love football again. So Adam Thielen, not a friend of a podcast, but you got your job taken, bro. You got to take it. And you got to take it by Coker. And then you got it taken again in Minnesota by Naylor. And you can go to the retirement home with Aaron Rodgers.
Shout out to the boy Adam Thielen. Went to the alma mater. Wifey and I
Is he Syracuse?
No, I'm from the town, but Minnesota State.
Oh,
Cato.
yeah.
Shout out Minnesota State, man. Cato. From my man Cato, motherfuckers. You heard? We love you out here.
I wouldn't have said that about Minnesota if I knew that.
Highly disputed. Hey, you can say it. He's still being a little bitch about it, though. Adam, even if, listen, this is what it is, bro.
It gave me like Antonio Brown, like, Grandma, I'm free.
Nah.
He was like telling his little girls, like, we're going home.
Not on that.
Oh,
no.
come on.
Adam Thielen is a
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that, but
he talks to his
okay,
kids.
So I gotta do I gotta do my receiver and running back.
That was your receiver.
No.
That's your guy. Coker's your guy.
No. He's my guy. But actual receiver stash is Torrey Horton because you can get him for cheap because of the Rashid Shaheed trade.
Sure.
And he blew up and he's hurt. I would stash Jalen Coker.
What do you think about Jimmy Horn next year?
Oh, I love Jimmy Horn.
Yeah,
I'll
Jimmy
stash
Horn,
that.
if he's available.
I think Jimmy Horn could actually take the reps and snap and targets of Xavier Legette. I think Jimmy Horn actually is wide receiver 3 next season.
I think Legette's
cooked. So
I would, and I'm calling this before tomorrow's game, which we're going to be at. Go price check McMillan for Tampa Bay.
Is that your receiver?
He's coming back. Well, I am.
You said Coker.
Fornari was my receiver for the Cowboys.
So you're just giving the people all the insights. Okay.
Well, I threw Coker out because I knew he was your dude, and you did quarterback and tight ends. But I think price check on McMillan, who has the draft capital, played at Washington with, who was the other highly drafted guy out of Washington?
From where?
Out of Washington, with Penix.
Romo Dunze?
Yeah, it was Romo Dunze. So McMillan played with a
Dunze. Okay. So what I got is I did.
I think he's gonna blow up.
I need running back. Okay, and then you gotta do a quarterback.
Yeah, I do.
You gotta do a quarterback. So for my running back stash,
don't say Travion Henderson.
No, it's not a stash. It's over. I would have said RJ Harvey if he hadn't broke out in the past 2 weeks and it's already keys for you. Let's see, rookie.
Well, stash implies that you're like getting them for cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Overspend on them.
Oh man, it's kind of hard to stash on a running back, to be honest.
When you can't recognize it.
Okay, so I will say on the podcast, Chef is the RB whisperer, no doubt about it. Man drafted Bucky Irving in the 4th round in our dynasty.
Chase Brown.
Drafted Chase Brown.
Corum.
Played Corum, was very high on Cam Scott, but just was too scared to pull the trigger.
I didn't have the capital.
Oh, you did? You drafted Elijah Arroyo.
No,
Scott was gone by then. You're right.
Arroyo was in the 3rd.
But let's see, running back.
Also a Kalmanunga.
Running back stash. Running back stash.
Shut up about Manunga. I'm like, no.
My running back stash is Kalmanunga. Because you can get it for a second. He's probably worth that.
Well, and also like
because I think Manunga is probably like a better version of Ramondre Stevenson, and you can get him for cheaper.
But think about like how teams are built now. The Bears clearly want to move on from DeAndre Swift and his contract. Like Caleb Williams is getting paid what Caleb Williams is getting paid.
Which is nothing because he's on a rookie contract.
It's not nothing, but there's still, this is their window where salary cap, you can enhance all the weapons and pieces around him on the team.
Yeah.
But if you take somebody like DeAndre Swift's contract off the books, you now have a 7th round pick out of Rutgers who's probably making $500,000 a year in addition to your rookie QB. And they've shown that they can handle it. It's like diversify that money to other positions, and this is your window.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're coming from.
My running back stat. Oh, I already said it. I said Rachaad White.
Quarterback. You gotta get a quarterback.
I got a quarterback stash. Oh shit. Quarterback stash. Sorry, I'm thinking.
You're good.
There it is. It came to me. Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones is gonna get a fat contract or get traded.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Yeah, I think he's shown enough on tape this year that somebody's gonna pull the trigger on him big time. And I've also think he's shown enough on tape that he can have a redemption arc like a lot of the guys who've played well this year.
Okay. All right. That's the stashes. I think I'm gonna go use the bathroom. You do the you want to take a break?
All right. So those are Dynasty stashes. Yeah, we're going to Raymond James tomorrow night for Thursday Night Football.
And we're tailgating.
Yeah, we're tailgating.
Shout out What the Buck. Okay, shout out What the Buck because it goes to charity. So we're going to shout them out. It's the tailgate charity. What the Buck. What the Buck. So shout out What the Buck. It's going to charity.
I usually tailgate at this little church, but you know.
We're going to the biggest one in town.
Apparently, they don't like it when, I guess it is a Sunday and I'm drinking in the back of my truck.
This week's a Thursday, though.
Right, but now in retrospect, I can see why they were upset that I was tailgating at the church. My religion is football. We're tailgating and we're going to the game. And I want to talk about this game because the Buccaneers got beat by the Saints at home and Tyler Shuck running all over the 27-year-old rookie out of God knows where. Every college that would have him. He's looking like Barry Sanders against our fucking defense. And we're supposed to have a defensive coach? Are you kidding? And let's look at the last two guys we let go. Liam Cohen, offensive coordinator. Jaguars on top of their division. Dave Canales, offensive coordinator. Panthers, same record as the Bucs, and they're going to play us twice to end the season. Both of those guys have way higher ceilings than Todd Bowles.
You got to get out this Todd Bowles slander.
What?
Hey, Toddy, I see you, dog. I don't know what's going on in Tampa. These guys have too high expectations. Apparently, a Super Bowl isn't good enough. They don't get that you
didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did. Was he not the defensive coordinator for the Super Bowl?
For Bruce Arians.
My God.
Bruce Arians.
What did Bruce Arians win before that?
I'm pretty sure he won. Did he win the Super Bowl with the Colts?
You tell me. I don't remember that.
He's got two.
I remember Tony Dungy winning it with the Colts with Peyton Manning. I remember Bruce Arians.
Yeah, well, he was on the squad.
So is Todd Bowles. You making my point.
Well, for me, that was Bruce Arians' only head coach Super Bowl win. He made an appearance with Arizona. He won it with the Bucs. Brian Leftwich was our offensive coordinator. Are you going to be like Super Bowl champion Brian Leftwich? Yes, he was a Super Bowl champion. But
Todd was different though, bro.
This is in New York. The Jets fired his ass. They fired him.
The Jets are ass though. They fired a lot of people. They fired Saleh. They always fire the defensive guy.
But Saleh went back to. I'm not saying he's not a good defensive coordinator, but we shouldn't. The Saints have won 2 games. We're in a position to get a full game lead over the Panthers. Why can't we stop a Saints offense that Devin Neal is looking like a friggin' world beater out there against us? Tyler Shuck's running it for fucking 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. Even that dude I was screaming about a couple episodes of shit. We let nobodies punk us. And if you're a defensive, there's D'Amico Ryans would never. We're talking about defensive coaches. He's supposed to be a defensive guy. And we've sacrificed offensive coordinators and offensive continuity with Baker and Bucky and Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. We've sacrificed this for defense, and this is the product you're putting on the field. It's bums look like world beaters against us. And I swear to God, if I go to this game tomorrow and Kirk Cousins puts up 5 touchdowns and 350 yards, I'm going to lose my shit.
All right, we're okay.
I'm gonna lose my shit. That I don't want to see it. But fortunately, Raheem Morris is not exactly a world beater on the other side. I think he's someone who's a little over his head. And the Bucks got Evans. Evans is coming back. We're gonna see Mike Evans tomorrow.
We are.
Jalen McMillan from the U. No, not the U. What do you call it? UW?
University of Washington.
University of Washington.
The Huskies. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Let the dogs out. No. All right.
Who let the dogs out? I'm with that. When the party was hot, the party was pumping.
Yeah, this guy played across from room.
Yippee-yi-yo.
Yippee-ki-yay. Everybody is. I just don't want Kirk Cousins was the guy who did the "you like that" against us when he played for the football team.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
He
hilarious.
came back and dropped like 4 tutties on us,
Okay.
and I do not want to see that. We suck in prime time for whatever reason. But yeah, so I fired Todd Bowles. They shouldn't have extended him. Liam Cohen is looking great. Atlanta, are they going to be in the market for a quarterback next year? No.
They got their long-term one. They got their one that they're paying a lot of money.
How
to.
is he long term?
Talking about
Penix.
Because they drafted him top 10 last year.
Right, but like with his injury history and his age coming out of school, like, do you think he's a viable?
Not a big
starter?
age whore like a lot of people are. They are like it's sickening. It's
Ages.
I mean, how old is Matthew
You just
Stafford?
hate
How old is
Phillip
Matthew?
Rivers.
How old is Matthew? Phil Rivers hasn't played in 7 years. That's disrespectful. Yeah, 7.
No way, dude. Like,
Philip Rivers,
like 3 years ago, he started for the Colts.
he was not playing during the pandemic, bro. Absolutely
No,
not.
for sure, he was starting for the Colts because the Colts went Philip Rivers, and then they brought in another old guy who wasn't it. I forget who that was. It might have been Flacco. It might have been Flacco.
You're right.
2021?
2021.
Was that 7 years ago?
4 years.
All right.
When did he actually play though? I don't think he was playing in 2021. You know what? I was wrong. 4 years ago. Seemed like 7.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be a world beater, but I'm just saying Michael Penix, he had both his knees, like he's had multiple knee injuries. Like that can be a career killer.
It can be, but I don't see it. I think he's all right.
You think he's all right, or
He's young. What are you gonna do? Like
no, I'm saying he's not young though. You're like,
he's 24. He's young.
He's not 24. He was 24 when he came out.
Michael Penix is 24 right now. Maybe he's 25.
He's 26 going on 27.
Oh my God. No, he's not.
This is why Drew.
He's 25.
All right, 25 going on 26.
No, his birthday's until May. He's turned 26 this
Oh,
year.
he's a Gemini. That's like
He's Gemini.
Okay. I just think Kyler Murray would be a great fit in this offense. Provided they get rid of Raheem
You want him
Morris.
there so bad. I mean, I get it, but like, okay.
Right.
Oh.
Well, speaking of next year, we're a Dynasty podcast, and if you're not in the playoffs and you have draft picks, it's time to start paying attention. Do we need to do some research here, or you got your guys?
I got my guys.
It's just so we're gonna start really obvious, and then as we advance into the offseason, we'll go into deeper dives on
The top 5. We'll do top 5 as we get into the offseason. Right now, this is top 1.
Right now, we're doing our 1-1 at each position based on where we're at right now. So kick it off with quarterback. Quarterback's been contentious. I think from Indiana, clear cut, number 1. Got that team vibing. Just be OSU. The Hoosiers? Mendoza.
I believe.
Mendoza. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's got it just... I mean, I got to watch some tape to give you analysis on his game. Leadership, intangibles, he's starting to emerge as clear-cut QB1 in this draft.
Fernando Mendoza, my QB1. Comp, Jared Goff. Jared Goff plus.
Yeah. And Jared Goff, extremely underrated, but, he still needs to prove it a little in the playoffs, but, you could do way worse than Jared Goff, and a lot of teams are. RB1, this is not going to be a hot take. I love it.
Jeremiah Love?
Don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jeremiah Love is running away with it.
that's mine as well.
I mean, we'll get in a deep dive on RBs and who I think can, you can get some value out of.
Tight end.
Yeah, that's clear cut. That might be the 1-1 for the class.
It might be.
Wide receiver is a
No,
little more...
let's do tight end first.
Okay, you want to do tight end?
Right, wide receiver. I think we're gonna be split on that. So let's do tight end.
I got number 18 out of Oregon.
Kenyan Sadiq. Kenyan
I'm
Sadiq.
just giving them all French names. Sadiq. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenyan Sadiq is my number one tight end as well. He might be better than the tight end one.
There's Stowers out
Last
of
year.
Vanderbilt, right?
Yeah,
Now,
I like Sadiq. He's a beast.
I like Sadiq too. We talk a lot about programs on this show, don't we?
Programs,
University of Oregon, Nike CEO,
pumping out
like
level prospects.
they do not fuck around. And this guy looks like an absolute fucking freak. He's literally playing wide out there in a tight end frame because he's rocked up. My only concern for him would be like a Kyle Pitts type thing, but he looks like a slam dunk. I mean, in terms of, you look at Tyler Warren, Colson Loveland last year, this dude is just way like off the charts more athletic than both of these guys. Would you not agree?
I would. I think he's more athletic
And
than Brock Bowers.
He's 20 years old.
I think he's more athletic than Brock Bowers.
He is, but like, so the tight end position, nuance involved.
Okay, receiver.
Well,
Who do you got?
receiver.
So I think we're gonna disagree here.
This is tough for me.
It's not tough for me, so I can go first if you want me to.
Are you gonna take Tyson?
My number one receiver for the
Let's hear it.
2026 NFL class, and I wanted to be known here first and foremost. Malachi Lemon.
USC,
baby. Who you got?
Shout out to. We'll get into Boston a little.
Boston. You mean out of Washington? UW. He's good too.
I mean,
Bro, there's some good receivers.
I really like
some really good receivers.
I really like Tyson out of ASU. For right now, I'm going Chris Brazil the third out of the University of Tennessee. Go Vols!
He's up there.
Go Vols! Midland, Texas, 6'5" with room on the frame. Tyson's 6'2". You want that alpha dog. And I know Tennessee doesn't have a history of producing a lot of wide receiver ones, but I think he's got the frame to be a Tet McMillan.
Okay.
We'll see.
Should we hold off on these until tomorrow's show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah. All right.
So tune in tomorrow if you want to get our picks to place.
Who are you taking tomorrow?
Why don't we just tell the listeners who we're taking tomorrow when we're live there at the game?
I think everyone knows who I'm taking tomorrow.
They don't know who I'm saying.
Right.
The professor. Stay tuned, class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might pick his third cousin.
Whoa. Time out.
No
That's not
Diddy.
disputed at all. No Diddy. All right, we out. We'll see you live at Raymond James tomorroro.
Live at Ray J.
Ray J, baby.
Yeah, Mike Evans coming back.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, we'll make a coaching change in the next 24 hours.
Stop. You Todd Bowles alone. He's the guy. He's the guy.
He's a guy.
He's the guy. Highly disputed.
We
Cheers.
out.
Highly disputed. Let's have a drink